Hello everyone, it's me Shu. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Reviews and Films. So, we are reviewing a movie. Sorry about that. There you go, guys. Alright. So, we're doing a review about the movie called Rampage. So, Rampage. This was based on a video game series. I think from the SNES. Wait, is the SNES? That's my guess. Hold on. I think it's from the SNES. Yeah, I think it's from the SNES Classic. This is based on the SNES of the video game, but they took a different approach with this film. So instead of the humans being the monsters, the animals became the monsters. So mostly George in the film, instead of the brown color, they switched it to the white color. So usually they wanted to make it brown, but in my opinion, I felt like that would have been similar to the King Kong version. So it was pretty good. They actually switched to the white color. And they have the crocodile and the wolf, they're all there. And another thing is that before we begin with the review, the ending for this film was supposed to be alternate ending. A different ending for the film was much more different. But Dwayne Johnson actually wanted to switch the ending for a good reason. Thank God he did. I'm happy Dwayne Johnson actually switched the ending to a better ending instead of a sad ending. It was a good. I'm really happy he got the chance to actually switch his ending for a much better ending of the film. I did really enjoy that a lot. Really good ending for this one for sure. So another before we continue with the review, there was supposed to be a post-credit scene, but that was also removed from the final film. So there was supposed to be a final cut for the film where post-credit scene was supposed to be there for a sequel, but I believe that was cut off. Who knows? They might make a sequel, one way, shape, or form. Is this a good movie for the video compared to the video game franchise? A lot of video game franchise has been really disappointing. Most of the games like Assassin's Creed, Warcraft, and things like that were really disappointing video game films. There's tons of video games that are really crap, but like Uncharted was really good. Sonic was really good. What's the other one? Pokemon was really good. Pokemon movie was really good. So with this alone, Rampage is a good film. Yes, you can get something fun out of it. This movie did hit 2018, and it runs around an hour and 45 minutes long. I never got a chance to see it in theaters. It was my first time watching it with my friends, so I had a good time with it. It is cheesy and dumb at the same time, and also fun at the same time. Let's read the synopsis and I'll let you guys know the sport watching right now. Alright, here we go. Primologist Davis Keough, played by Dwayne Johnson, of course. He's a good actor. Davis Keough shares an unshakable bond with George. I actually said George the Jungle when I was watching the film. When my friend said that, I was about to say that George the Jungle. But yes, the movie George, he did that. The monkey was pretty cool. I like the monkey. It was really awesome. An extraordinary, intelligent, silver black gorilla. That has been his care since birth. Mostly in George, you will know a little bit his side story, a little bit, know a little bit about him, and much more things about him a little bit in the film itself. Um, when the rogue genetic experiment goes wrong, it causes George and Wolf and Reptile to grow into monstrous size. As mutated beasts embarked on a path to destruction, Chaos team ups with the destructed genetic engineer and military to secure and or to prevent global catastrophe. So mostly, in this film, well, George is a monkey and a gorilla, per gorilla, and Davis, he he is a animal lover, of course. He is a research animal lover, but he helps all the animals to be good and everything. He, but mostly he cares for George because he likes the monkey, he likes the gorilla. He was been there for him. So mostly what happens in this film is that George gets infected. Um, one of the experiments goes wrong. Right, it's the same one to the video game. Something the humans actually transfer to monsters, but now this is kind of a little bit different. They also said that they want to do that, particularly with the humans transforming into monsters. But they said that it will not probably not work well for this film, so they went to a different route, like this with the monsters going with the exhilarating rate increase of strength, talents, and speed. So that he goes to George, what happens with something mysterious lands in his uh, David's habitat, the animal sanctuary, and George actually invests. George actually goes and sees what's going on. He checks, and he gets infected by the huge virus. Not a virus, but it's a chemical that makes him accidentally grow. But he turned not into a monster, but slowly grows. But he did. But he talks to Davis, and he does sign on, which is the military sign languages, and they work together. But still, he's still infected. But he goes on a rampage. He's not controlling his own way, but also the wolf gets infected too with the virus, and the crocodile gets infected too as well. So they all go. So there's a crazy scientist. Um, one of the craziest scientists. What's her name? Yeah, Carl Winden, some other character, and Brett Whitten. They both are the main characters for the huge evil company they work for. And I think the evil company. Oh, the name of the company. One second. One second. I'm trying to figure out the name of the company. Give me a second, guys. Okay, we'll call the Rampage company Energy. Yeah, there we go. Now, Energy is actually they kind of filmed this movie in Chicago, and the Sears Towers actually is Energy, but that's what they actually used the energy into. So what happened was they used that chemical and and sent an explosion experiment out of the habitat where George got infected, like I said before, and the other two animals got infected as well. So those now they actually send a sound from the Sears Tower noise, and so they want to salvage one of the wolf or the crocodile's tissue or blood, whatever that is. They want to use that towards something. They use that, sell it to get money. But their plan turns kind of fucking horrible shit. So mostly what happens was, I'm gonna tell you the entire thing. Since this has been a long old film. This came out in 2018. So it's a very old film. So people that might have seen it already. So it's good to say it out loud anyway. So mostly what happens is that so all they go to the Chicago, and they both want to try to stop the sound, but they're trying to find also an antidote to cure George. So one second, guys. So George, well, Davis and Dr. Kate is trying to find an antidote for George. So what happens is they go up to the upstairs of the Sears Tower, but called Cypress. They go up there and find the antidote to help. It's not gonna cure him drastically. Is the height and the, the height will stay the same, but what happened was the chemical made him huge, so you can't reverse that. Only thing they can do is the antidote will reduce the aggressiveness of his mind. So they had the antidote for that. So it takes she takes some of those, puts it in her pocket. She takes some extra just in case. He takes extras just in case. Gives him the real. Also gives him the actual ones, but still has extra ones in her pocket. The lady, the douchebag lady, does not know she had extra, so she gave her, extras, and the other girl actually has some left in her pocket. She didn't know, so whatever. So what happens is that she takes it and shoots Davis in the leg. Then Davis gets shot, and he's still alive. He's not dead. No, he's alive, and he still alive in the ground, and he is trying to find a way to help George too, also. But he's down, and the girl goes with the other girl, the evil lady, and goes outside. Not goes outside. Takes the other girl upstairs, all the upstairs from the building outside, and Davis is alive and well, and protects the girl. And she has extra. She has the extra antidote for George, right? She has an extra one. She gave the other one to her already, but I think she took it away. But she does have an extra one, so she takes the extra one, gives it to her, pushes her off, punches her in the face, and Davis calls George, and the monkey comes and eats her alive, and George is back to normal. But the other guy, the evil butthead, he one of the, what's his name? Agent Harvey. Agent Harvey finds the other guy, Brett, whatever, the idiot. He gets he gives the rat and other documents to one of the agents, and after the agent gets the information, Harvey, the idiot Brett walks outside and gets hit by a huge rock, and he freaking dies. And he's dead. So after that happens, so George actually fights the wolf and the crocodile. 1-2 battle. They fight together, and how they actually beat this monster is that they use a technique where George actually kills, not George, sorry, scratch that. The George, and they both fight together. But what happens is that the crocodile also fights the wolf, right? So what happens is that wolf actually jumps pretty high, jumps up, and the crocodile gets super close to it, almost hits George. Before that happens, or George, or Davis, that happens, what happens is that they get super close, they both run away, but the the wolf actually gets eaten by the crocodile. He's dead. The wolf is dead. Now the crocodile's the final monster to defeat. So now, the crocodile actually damages George pretty well. What happens is that he fights him. Then, what happens is that George gets plunged by a pipe through his chest on the left side or right side. He gets punctured, but he's still up alive. Figures a way to get out of here, but he still gets punctured. Davis actually goes to the into the helicopter, shoots the crocodile down, blows him up, but he's still a little bit of life left. But the monkey jumps up, uses a huge spear, and pokes a fucking just jabs him into the eye, and he's freaking dead. He dies, and the monkey is not monkey. Monkey stabs him in the eye. The crocodile's eye. George kills him, and the crocodile's dead. After the crocodile's dead, the story's almost over. But what happens is that George is actually kind of dead, sort of. So he is sleeping. Remember I told you where that the original ending was supposed to be George supposed to die in that particular film, but Dwayne Johnson actually changed the ending for the film where that George actually lives. So mostly he George is pretending to be dead. It's hilarious. But it's not funny though. Pretending to die is still horrible. But what happens is that he pretends to die, but he wakes up and uses a flick marker around Davis Koyoi. And that was hilarious. The chemistry between George and Davis Koyoi is super cool. The chemistry between them is really, really cool. And with all the cast members in this film did really well. Even Davis Koyoi had a little interesting thing with Dr. Kate a little bit. Not as well, but a little bit. But other than that, the movie was still fun and interesting. It's a little bit to the video game concept, but it's okay. But I'm not gonna say it's an amazing film. Like I said, there are some worse shitty video game movies out there. But this is better than us. Like I said, Uncharted was good. Pokemon was good. Sonic was good. 1 and 2 were really good. This one was also good as well. And those video game movies could be good if it's written right well. So I never got to see this. Finally, I got to, and it was decent for what it was. It's actually better than what I thought it would be. So I'm probably gonna give this an 8 out of 10. It is a good film. Like I said, a lot of people give like a 6 out of 10. It's I don't know why I butchered. I don't know people why I butchered this film. Debility. I wish it didn't got butchered. But in my opinion, it is a worth watching a movie if you're a fan of Rampage. If you're a fan of the video game series, definitely would recommend you guys to watch a Rampage the film. It's on 2018, released in 2018. But it's a good. It's a good. I mean, it's a good film. It's like an action adventure movie, and it's a pretty interesting film. So I mean, it has a lot of action to it. I'll give it a lot of action. It could have been rated R if they wanted it to be. Some scenes, some scenes where it's a little bit blood, but not as much. It could never be rated R if they wanted to be, but they chose not to. But it's still fine. It's still a action movie, adventure film. So I like Dwayne Johnson as a character, so he does a good job as films. Depending on what movie he does, it's a good film. You know what I mean? It's still fun. So in my opinion, it's a good film if you like those typical films. Dwayne Johnson and films are really good depending on what movies he does. So in my opinion, this movie gets an 8 out of 10. It is a good film. It could be better if it had good elements for the Rampage film based on the video game. It could have been much better, but it could also have been much worse. If it had worse writing and other stuff, it could have been much worse. But at least the writing was pretty good. The fact that it made the movie was watchable and interesting. Once again, I said there was supposed to be a post-credit scene in the film. It was taken out and had an alternate ending too as well. So, alternate ending was deleted, but that was changed for a reason, like I said before. But the post-credit scene was supposed to be in the film was also deleted as well. But who knows? They probably will release it on DVD, on Blu-ray. It already came out on Blu-ray and DVD. So let me know if the post-credit scene was on a Blu-ray. If you bought it, and if you guys bought the movie for yourself, let me know if you have gotten the film on DVD or Blu-ray. Tell me if it has the post-credit scene or the alternate ending for that film. Let me know, guys. I must know. But Also, right now, this movie definitely gets an 8 out of 10. For me, I'll do more reviews of films when I get the chance. I don't know what movie I'll review next, I'll let you guys know. I think. Let me see my calendar. Yeah, it's coming this week. Thor: Love and Thunder comes this Friday, so I'll be watching Thor: Love and Thunder this week. And other movies I'll not probably not be able to probably not see. I don't know. Probably seeing other movies or not this week. I probably will not. But I think eighth will be my final movie I'll be seeing. But I'll let you guys know if we'll be watching other films down the road when I move to India, of course. When I move to India, I'll let you guys know I'll be watching any of the films or if I'll be doing any more films or reviews. It's probably gonna be some time before I will get back on YouTube again. So give me some chance, give me some time. I'll let you guys know, keep you guys updated when I'll be able to come back to YouTube, and I'll give you more time. Let you guys know if I'll be able to do more reviews on films and other stuff like that. So it's gonna be some time before I come back on YouTube. So I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I'll let you guys know when I do return. But as right now, I'll do a review for Thor: Love and Thunder on the 8th for sure. I'll let you guys know how the movie turns out. But as I said, this one does get 8 out of 10 for me. Remember that. 8 out of 10, guys. Rampage is a still fun film and cheesy, but still fun and action and brutal. Not brutal, but just fun in general. And Rampage is pretty cool, interesting, and it's a fun film. So yeah. People say this is a based on a true story. There is another movie called Rampage. I think it's another Rampage film, but I don't know what that is. That's from 2009. I don't know what that is. There is another movie though, but I don't know what the hell that is though. That is something ordinary man, a small town suddenly snaps and aiming himself. Yeah, this is a different ass movie, but they called Rampage with another Rampage film. This is a Rampage, a different Rampage film, but the other one is Rampage. So they called another. There's two movies called Rampage, but they're literally different. It's weird, but it's two different movies that are called Rampage. But you guys probably will know which one's the right film, which one's not. But they're two different films, variations, so whatever. One came in 2009. This one comes in 2018. So those are two different films. If you guys gonna watch Rampage, watch the right film. Remember the dates. Or remember the year when it came out. Watch the right film. One is 2009. That's all the Rampage. That's 2009. This one is from 2018. So watch the right film. 2018 is the Rampage you must watch, based on the video game. Watch that one. If you're gonna watch it, watch the right one. If you're gonna watch the wrong film, guys. So 8 out of 10 for me, guys. Thanks for watching this review. I definitely like. It's been a while since I watched this film. Wanted to get a chance to watch it with my friend. I enjoyed it, so it's good. 8 out of 10, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Stay safe and have a good day. Bye bye, guys.